So 9 items were discussed in detail. Of course, there were 11 items, but 2 were deferred because more clarity was sought. So we had 9 items that we took up. First is basically the amendment of the Meghalaya Local Fund Audit Rules, 1996. Basically, the amendment was in terms of updating the rules because a large number of office memos have come out, and those office memos then have to be incorporated in the rules. Hence, the amendment to the Meghalaya Local Audit Service Rules was done in order to update it with the different memos that have come out. The second was for rules to conduct departmental examinations of 2022. As you're aware, for the IAS, we have departmental exams are being conducted by the Assam Public Service Commission. Since we don't have rules and procedures out here to conduct exams here, we're a joint cadre. But the cabinet today has decided that we will have the examination centers out here in terms of the departmental examination centers. These are for the IAS officials who are already in probation or joining. And there are these departmental exams that are conducted. And normally they were conducted by the Assam Public Service Commission. But now they will be conducted here in Meghalaya through the MPSC. And of course, the syllabus will be more oriented, obviously, towards matters that are regarding the state, and obviously we'll also see more usage and the options of using the languages of Meghalaya, and which is Khasi and Garo language will also be there. So these kind of options will be there for the conduct of these departmental exams. And as I said earlier, these are for the IAS probationers of the Assam Meghalaya joint cadre, and those allotted to Meghalaya segment will be having departmental exams in Meghalaya. So this is not an IAS exam that we're talking about. We're talking about the IAS probationers. So earlier they used to have the exams in Assam. Third is that the cabinet has decided to group the posts carrying the same scale of pay with similar qualifications in one advertisement. This basically means that today MPSC has to conduct different exams and selection processes for different departments. And in the process, what happens is it does take a lot of time, because sometimes you have the same similar qualifications, similar skills that are required, or in posts that are carrying similar scale. So instead of having 5-6 different exams for 5-6 different departments, the MPSC will club exams in one go, and those that are having the same scale of pay with similar qualifications the exams will be held together. This is being done in the interest of saving time and to avoid duplication. But of course, the respective departments post and the necessary reservation policy and the necessary the roster systems that need to be followed as per the cadre and the post in those particular departments will be followed as it is being followed right now. That will not change. But as I said, just the examination will be done together rather than having it separately. So this is one of the reforms that we're doing in order to streamline the working of the MPSC. We have also today adopted the implementation of the prisons manual. For the last 50 years, we have been using the Assam manual, and for the last 2 years now, there has been a committee that has been working on creating a prisons manual for Meghalaya. This is basically, in a very simple terms, an SOP of how prisons should be managed and run, and this includes multiple aspects of management and running of prisons, including the living overall, the staying and the overall processes that have to be followed in different situations, including even overall welfare. So many other aspects are there, a large number of them. It's large, almost 200-page manual, so it will not be possible for me to go into all of it, but it was long overdue, and we show that with this manual coming up, the overall management of the prisons will improve also in the long run. We also had the proposal to amend the Meghalaya District Court Ministerial Service Rules 2020. It's a very simple amendment that we had changed, and government had decided that to increase the age limit from 27 to 32, and subsequently the respective rules of the service rules of the Meghalaya District Court had to be amended to incorporate that change. So that was done today and was accepted by the cabinet. We proposal for the amendment of the Meghalaya Goods and Services Tax Act 2017. It's an ordinance, and basically this is being done as per the provisions or as per the decisions that were taken in the GST Council, and all states have been asked to make necessary amendments. These amendments are many, but the basic purpose of these amendments is to overall improve the compliance by different taxpayers, and with that purpose, a large number of amendments in terms of compliance have been made, and that has been adopted today in terms of an ordinance, which of course will have to be presented in the next assembly session. We have also proposed for the amendment of the Meghalaya Prosecution Service Rules 2016. As you're aware that in the last SP conference, I had mentioned about this particular prosecution service rules, and this was necessary in order to improve the overall prosecution and the procedure and make the prosecution process faster and better. So the cabinet has decided on that, and which would include the regular appointment of public prosecutors in different districts, and also overall streamlining the performance, the working system of the prosecution directorate. This was passed way back in 2008, but necessary steps to actually implement them and streamline the process was not taken. So this will be a very important step, and we are sure that with this step we will be able to increase the overall conviction rate also in the state, which will lead to overall efficiency of the system.